Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your May reading. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your love and your support. I appreciate you. We're going to see what messages need to come through for you for the month of May. See what you need to look out for, overall what you can expect. If this reading is helpful or insightful, let me know by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, the info's in the description box down below. We're going to get into this reading. As you can see, the card flipped out. I'm using a new oracle deck. I will be taking a moment to pause and look at the book, take a couple notes in case I miss any information, because I'm still learning this deck, okay? It's a thick deck. There's a lot to learn, and my brain can only take in so much. So we have the Warrior coming out as your first card. It's the one that flipped out. This is where, you know, you're really tapping into this fire, this drive, this push. Mars has moved into Aries as of today, I believe, and so you're really feeling that because you're a fire sign yourself, so you're really rocking with this Aries and Martian energy, giving you this force, giving you this extra motivation, extra spark. But this can also get a little heated at times. Sometimes it just, you can get a little bit with this card. This feels a little bit stubborn at times, where it's like you might not know when to stop, or really just like pushing through, pushing to the limit with the self at the bottom of the deck. This is all about you. It's all about you. This is all about like something that's self-motivated. You seem to be on a path here where you're learning more about yourself, more about your motivations, more about, you know, what drives you, what inspires you, what's your motivation. Figuring out what is that motivation, what is your calling, why are you doing this? Why are you saying this? You know, understanding. There's a lot of introspection. There's a lot of deep connection to yourself, to your spirit, recognizing that you are a lot more than just a human flesh body. Like, you are more than that. You are a deep soul. And, you know, you got a lot of wisdom that I see you're really unlocking and like leaning into. There's these different fragments of yourself, though, good and bad parts of yourself that you're needing to honor and accept and like bring in towards like some sort of action that you'll be taking that's going to benefit yourself, right? You're looking out for yourself. I feel like with this self card coming out, Spirit is really saying look out for yourself. You got to put you first. You have to really prioritize your needs and let yourself be your biggest motivator, all right? If you're making a change, do it for yourself, not for somebody else, all right? Yeah. The Warrior, it is more of a masculine energy. I see you just leaning more into like taking action, making things happen, not backing down, unstoppable, all right? Let's see what the book says. I'll be right back, and I'll come back with some extra info. All right, Sag. So it kind of feels, just from what I read in the book, like you are needing to choose your battles carefully in May, because there's going to be part of you that wants to like fight. There's going to be part of you that might want to really, you know, confront, stand up for yourself, as you should stand up for yourself all the freaking time. But this is where with the self, it's like you do need to choose your battles carefully and also observe yourself when in conflict. All right, with the Warrior, sometimes this energy can become very like violent, and you need to just like I'm not telling you to tone it down a little bit, but what I am asking you to do is to practice awareness of your tone, of how you speak, of how you know, how you show up in the world. And when you find yourself in a situation that could get ugly, you might want to reconsider how you carry yourself, or even if this situation is worth fighting for. That's kind of what I'm seeing for you in May, is like you're trying to remove drama or like excess heat. There's like some sort of deep tension that could be resolved if you're aware enough, if you can be more tactful with your dealings, more intentional, more precise, instead of messy, okay? Because the warrior can kind of get messy. A warrior, think about like with a sword or whatever, it can be very a clean cut, but it can also be very messy. You hit the wrong spot, you know, you're at war fighting somebody, you make a mistake and you end up stabbing yourself, right? So this is kind of like, I don't know, this feels a little bit intense. This feels a little bit like, I wouldn't be surprised if May, you might be finding yourself in more heated conversations or feeling more like, oh, I'm hearing vengeful. I don't know, you might be feeling vengeful. Somebody might be feeling more vengeful, but it's really like, sometimes you need to ask yourself and question, why are we fighting, or what's the problem here, and can we find a solution? Can we accept all the flaws and the imperfections and learn to coexist, is what I'm hearing? Like coexist, or just like the good, the bad, and everything in between. Can you learn to just like allow it to be? Because sometimes if you're trying to like fight to prove a point or fight to try and get someone to understand you, like, it's not that you're wrong or the other person's wrong. Sometimes y'all are just on two different wavelengths and speaking two different languages. And so it's just like, I don't know, it feels like this is kind of a bit of a headache. All right. The self is all about your soul. It's about not really leaning into judgment. It's about acceptance. It's purity. It's awareness. It's loving. And so it's like, can you somehow in your heart, in your soul, could you bring a little bit more softness to this forceful energy? All right. I don't know. Is that possible? I don't know. I don't know. There, at least like any conflict that you're dealing with in May is giving you the opportunity to self-reflect and find your inner pearl, find your inner wisdom, or to like learn more about yourself. Funny, we have the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck because I'm about to get into the tarot. I don't know, Sag. Seems a bit extreme. But let's get into this. Let's see what's going on for Sagittarius in May 2024. There could be stuff coming up about your father, or your roots of your father, your upbringing. What's going on for Sagittarius? We have the Five of Swords. What did I say? With the Hierophant. This feels like obligation and having resentment for it, or feeling like you are owed something. Somebody owes you, or you owe someone, or someone's like, you owe me, Sag. You know, I did this, I did that, I gave you this, you owe me. Or like things being thrown against you, things being like questioning of your character as well. Hierophants at the bottom. This is Taurus energy. We're in Taurus season, so there can be a bit of stubbornness here. And again, this is where you're being challenged to, can you rise up from this? Are you going to allow yourself to sink to a lower level to match someone's energy? Are you going to play dirty? Are you going to fight fire with fire? Or are you going to, you know, wisen up and choose the higher path, even though you may be tempted to throw swords back at these people that are fucking you up? Look, Hierophant, the Ten of Wands. You're feeling very weighed down by something. Empress is underneath that, and the Ace of Cups. Could be about a relationship or your emotions, or you could be carrying all the weight, all the responsibility within a relationship or home dynamic. Yeah, you might be feeling a bit resentful right now, or vice versa. We have Strength coming out. Could be dealing with a Leo, with the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which is saying like, okay, so I see you moving through this, but you're having to be really, really patient. Patience is being tested for you this month. Hopefully you have it. Hopefully you have enough to get through it, but Knight of Pentacles in the world. Okay, yeah, so I do see this cycle is closing out, or where there is tension or some sort of conflict or challenge or problem that you could be dealing with. I see like it's on its way out. Four of Pentacles, but it's requiring you to let something go, which you might actually be struggling with, like grudges even, or holding on to some sort of anger, again, pain, hurt, resentment, bitter feelings. All right, let's keep going. What's going on for Sagittarius in the month of May? All right, so we have the Fool. King of Pentacles tried flipping out, but then it flipped right back in the deck. So we have the Fool. I'm seeing that there's a new beginning, or you'll be taking some sort of new step in a new direction. We have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like there's this inspired action. This is where you're reconnecting to yourself, your soul, your intentions, your purpose. Like, okay, this is where I'm going. This is what I want. This is what I'm going to be following and being consistent about, because it brings me joy. It brings me peace, pleasure, happiness with the Sun. Six of Cups. There could be something about your past. Oh, with this new cycle, there is a little bit of like... Oh, we have a pair. Queen of Wands. We do have a bit of like... Hold on. Queen of Wands. Seven of Wands. Six of Swords. There is a little bit of like past energy lingering, or a bit of a cycle repeating itself, especially if you're dealing with another person. Queen of Wands, King of Wands. This is a pair. It shows that y'all have some history. All right. And maybe it's about like returning back to the good times. Sun and the Six of Cups, kind of like how it was in the good old days before. It makes literally what I heard. I was like, before, and then my head I heard before love came to kill us. It's a song by Jesse Reyes. I don't really listen to that song, but that's like where my higher self like finished my sentence. I was like, before love came to kill us. What? Okay, so that that might be for somebody. Okay, but yeah, so Fool and Strength, I see you moving in this new direction. We'll see what that Fool energy is about later on when we clarify. But there's like a new beginning that, okay, injustice, new beginning about bringing in fairness, balance, reciprocation, healing, learning your lessons, doing things differently, you know, setting the standards. We have the moon at the bottom of the deck, so this could be around the new moon in Taurus or full moon in Sag, which full moon Sag I think is around the 23rd or 24th or around then, and I can't remember the exact date of when the new moon in Taurus is. I think it's around the 8th or the 9th. So this could be where you're experiencing this balancing of the scales, or you know, things improving. I'm seeing improvements for sure when it comes to this situation where you've been kind of struggling, or there's been some like drama or tension. Okay, so let's keep going. So I'm seeing resolution, y'all. There will be some sort of issue or problem resolved, problem solved. All right, what's going on for Sagittarius? With the Ace of Wands. Yeah, new energy, new vibes, new energy, new feels. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Feeling more optimistic, feeling more joyful, feeling more connected to yourself. Your feelings are easy to express. We have the Nine of Cups underneath the King of Cups. So it's showing like where you're at, regardless of what's going on around you, regardless of any drama or chaos or bickering or bullshit, like shenanigans. Like I see where you're at independently on your solo path, the self. There's a lot of self-acceptance here. There's lots of self-love. There's improvements when it comes to how you carry yourself, even improvements in your money. All right. We do have the Devil underneath the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Oh, whoa, what? Knight of Cups. Be mindful, there could be someone here trying to get in the way of what's yours or your wish fulfillment. There could be a sabotagey energy nearby. And I feel like it's whoever that's connected to this Five of Swords. Because there's someone here. Oh, Sag. This could be a family member, Ten of Pentacles, or this could be someone that you work with, or someone that's part of like your day-to-day life. But there could be somebody here who isn't being 100% transparent with their actions or their intentions, or it's like they have hidden motivations. With Knight of Cups, Seven of Swords, and the Devil, this feels kind of shady, especially because you got some good stuff going on. Nine of Cups and the King of Cups, you're doing really well, and it feels like there could be an individual here who doesn't really like to see that, or wants to mess it up for you, or yeah, I think it's connected to the Five of Swords. So Spirit's giving a heads up. I don't know how should you deal with this energy. Well, we'll take these cards out and we'll see how Spirit suggests you handle this. because obviously you're gonna have to stand up to this bullshit, right? Playing nice all the time with the self, be like, oh no, it's okay, love and forgive, love and light, love and light. You know, that's not gonna that's not gonna make this little bugger go away. Like, no, they feed off that energy. All energy. They feed off any energy, any attention. So there could be someone trying to get a rise out of you. Let's clarify some things. Let's see. This Five of Swords for Sagittarius. Five of Swords for Sag. Yeah, you may feel like you need to defend yourself. And you may feel justified for doing that. You probably are justified. You got your reasons. Knight of Swords is at the bottom. Tell me this Five of Swords for Sagittarius. So we have the Queen of Pentacles coming out. I feel like you've been giving a lot of grace. Death, but that's okay, maybe not so much anymore. Three of Cups. Well, Three of Pentacles at the bottom. The Eight of Swords, and then the Four of Wands. So you're feeling trapped, or you're feeling forced to like have to put energy into something. That's what I'm seeing here. You're feeling trapped, like there's no way out besides just continuing on this path. Like there's no way out, there's no way around, so I just gotta work through it. 555 on the clock. So there could be some sort of gossip going on, or people talking about you, or you talk about them, but it feels like, okay, so Death, Queen of Pentacles, Death, and the Three of Cups, and this is clarifying the Five of Swords, where it's just kind of like, let me look over at my screen. I gotta look. Sometimes I get comments like, what are you looking at? I'm looking at my screen because I don't remember. This is what I'm seeing, y'all. I don't know what. How can I get messages from looking at this? Like, I need to look over at my screen too. God, you get to see them, so can I. Yeah, it feels. Oh, wait, this is the order. It came out like this. It feels like you, Queen of Pentacles, Five of Swords, you've been very understanding, very forgiving, very loving, very patient. Always trying to see the good in others, always trying to remain optimistic, remain joyful, try and keep a smiley face. You know, but is that the best approach? Is that always, like, it feels like punching bag, like someone is using you as a punching bag. It's showing that this is going to change with Death. And whatever these changes are, with the Three of Cups, you will be happy about these changes. Or this kind of feels like someone that ruins, you could be having a good time and then something happens and it's just like completely buzzkill. Anyway, so like at the bottom, we have the Three of Pentacles, which is like, okay, so you're putting energy into this. You're trying to like resolve, or you're trying to like, you know, you're trying to tolerate it, but then Eight of Swords, you're like, oh my God, like, what am I doing wrong? Or I'm putting energy into this. I'm trying to make it work, but it just keeps backfiring. Or I don't know why this keeps like, this isn't working. Or what's wrong with me? Or something like that. And then also Eight of Swords, like you're feeling trapped. Four of Wands. And then the Nine of Pentacles, like you do. Nine of Pentacles, Five of Cups. You want freedom. Or you want some sort of space or independence. Or you just want to be free from this. But you might be keeping that, that desire hidden. Or like you could be suppressing that. Ace of Pentacles underneath that. Maybe you're wanting a new job, but you're like, I guess I gotta just stick to the plan here. Eight of Swords to the Four of Wands. Like, I feel like I have no other option but just continue putting in the effort. It's kind of like being forced to stay in a situation that you don't really want to stay in much longer. And you're like, all right, I'm gonna just try and remain strong, be patient, just keep going, keep pushing through. Oh, that's strength. You might need some sort of help or assistance, or you might need to ask someone for help, or someone might be asking you for help. We have the Four of Wands, Queen of Cups, that's strength for Leo. And the Knight of Pentacles with the Hierophant at the bottom again. So I guess what I'm seeing is you gotta just stick to the plan. Whatever this plan looks like, whatever your intentions are, however you foresee this playing out, you gotta just stick it out. Knight of Pentacles, take your time. There's no need to rush. you're going to get there. You're going to get to the finish line. You're going to get to your 9 of Cups, right? But you're going to have to stay dedicated. You're going to have to stay committed. You're going to have to keep showing up. And, I mean, with the 4 of Wands to the Queen of Cups, I am seeing stability when it comes to your emotional well-being and some sort of relationship here. Someone might be helping you, or you could be leaning on some sort of friend for support or advice, or I don't think that you're necessarily alone in this. So it's because we're clarifying strength. Like, I do feel that there's a lot of support behind you. Or if you were to ask for help, it wouldn't be rejected, okay? Hierophant at the bottom, there could be someone older or someone with a lot of wisdom wanting to help out. You could be connecting with some sort of new mentor, new teacher, some sort of new teacher coming into your life. Knight of Wands in the Tower. Some of you actually do have like someone with a lot of wisdom or a lot of experience that could be like showing you the way or helping you some sort of way, or like, you know, I've seen 6 of Pentacles and the Devil. Wow. And the 10 of Cups. There's some sort of dynamic in the home situation that's really unfair at times. That Tower is going to change, is going to shake. There's a shake up to be expected in a short amount of time. Probably with the full moon in Sag. So let's see what this Fool is. Kind of the Fool for Sagittarius. What's this new start? New cycle? Devil. Saggy. I don't like it. 10 of Cups just flipped out. This feels... Star. Emperor at the bottom. Knight of Wands. And then the 2 of Pentacles. See, like, there's something that's up in the air right now. 2 of Pentacles, the Magician. It's like highs and lows. And like, okay, so this new beginning is built off of something that's already in your life. Or this is just branching out of what already is. This is building off of something that is already taking place. That's already established. It's showing like this new beginning is connected to there's deep roots in this situation. Can it be healed with the Star? I mean, I see you're hopeful about this. You're hopeful, you're inspired, you know, you're trying to look at the best of the situation, but the Devil is showing up here. Like, there's still something about this that isn't healthy. Maybe you're able to manage it though, or it's under controlled. It's like a controlled fire. You know, like forest fires, and there's like uncontrollable fires, and those are really dangerous. And then there's those fires that are controlled or contained, or, you know, and so with the Emperor at the bottom, I feel like you kind of have a way to maintain or keep this devil on a chain. Or something like that. Like, you have a way to kind of like somehow improve it a little bit, but like not really. I mean, you sort of, I guess, finding the joy or happiness from within. Like, that whoever this devil is or whatever this devil is, it's not really affecting you too much. It's like you're buying time, or like there's something about buying time. I'm not sure. All right, Justice, Ace of Wands for Sagittarius. Justice, Ace of Wands for Sagittarius. Justice and the Ace of Wands for Sagittarius. We have 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so here you are, you're working on your way out, you're working on some sort of justice, or you might not be really seeing it right now with the 4 of Cups underneath. Or having sometimes it's hard to stay optimistic. Moon reversed. Okay, so there's something around that new moon or full moon in Sag, new moon in Taurus, full moon in Sag, that you'll be getting clear evidence that you're moving in the right direction. 2 of Wands, and then you'll have a decision to make, crossroad, and the decision is about whether to stay or to go. 8 of Cups. All right, and by leaving, if you were to choose the path of leaving or moving in a new direction or leaving behind whatever this is and venturing out in a new direction, it's gonna change your life. Tower, Page of Pentacles, and the High Priest. So you're gonna have to really listen to your intuition. Okay, your intuition is gonna be screaming at you. It's gonna be coming through so strongly here with the moon reverse. I do feel like it's around the new moon where you're going to be getting a lot of new insights, a lot of clarity about what new things you're wanting to implement into your life, new paths, new energy, new directions, new ideas, new paths. Around the new moon in Taurus, around the 8th or the 9th or somewhere around then, is where you're going to be hit with, okay, this is my focus, this is my target, this is what I'm after. I'm not going to let this or that or this person or that thing distract me. Like, you're keeping this laser vision, laser focus, and you're making some changes. You're making some adjustments here. So, okay, one last thing before I'm not going to clarify your wish fulfillment. You're going to get your wish fulfillment. Everyone's wish is different, so we'll just keep it at that. But let me just clarify, like, how should you handle or approach or go about dealing with this devil-like person or situation or environment? Let's see. This could be in love or romance. What deck should I... Okay, I'm going to use this deck. Hold on. Okay. How should Sagittarius handle this? 7 of Swords, Devil, Knight of Cups. If this is a person, they thrive off any kind of reaction that you give them. They thrive off chaos. They thrive off arguments. They thrive off of getting a rise out of you. So try to keep a poker face, okay? Really step into your inner warrior. Talk about the 7 of Swords, Devil, Knight of Cups. This deck's ready. How should Sagittarius handle dealing with this person or this environment? 7 of Swords, Devil, and the Knight of Cups. How should Saggy handle this energy moving forwards in May? We have the 2 of Cups with the 9 of Swords. How should Sagittarius handle this individual? It's a person. It's clarified that this is a person. This is indeed somebody here. Queen of Swords. Ooh, firm boundaries, and to not feel guilty about it. All right? To not feel sorry for this. This person could be very fucking good at manipulating or like romanticizing and like charming you and like painting pretty pictures. But like it's just to reel you back in, or it's like kind of like a trap. And so it's like I'm kind of getting love bombing as well. And so it's very overwhelming and very confusing and stressful, and it brings up a lot of anxiety. Ooh. So with the Queen of Swords, that's where you're really needing to kind of like focus on detachment. Wheel of Fortune's at the bottom. Oh, fuck, look at this. Wheel of Fortune, the Devil underneath the Wheel of Fortune. There needs to be a change. The Devil's showing up in all tarot decks that I've used today in your reading. The 10 of Wands. This is a big fat burden. I can't even speak. Hey, how could Saggy handle this devil-like individual? What's the advice on how to move through this, the moon? Okay, what's the advice here? You're going to have to move through the discomfort. You're going to have to push yourself through the unknown. It can be scary. It can be intimidating. It can be kind of freaky. Take it. Okay. Knight of Swords, Star, and the 2 of Swords. So you're going to have to decide. And once you decide, you're going to stick to it. You're going to have to commit to it, okay? It kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier. It looks like, you know, 2 of Wands, and then it was the 8 of Cups and the Tower. It's like you could be making a decision to leave, and that will bring in a big change. And so if that, you know, focus on what your desired outcome is, your desired wish, what's going to make you happy on like your own personal path. What's going to putting yourself first. That's this reading. You got to put you first, Sag. And once you decide, that's it. You're locked in. But so, yeah, again, with the moon, deep down, your intuition knows in your core, you know what the right move is. You know what needs to be done. And you're going to have to really stand by that. You're going to really have to stand firmly and not give in to this kind of like manipulation or like mind games. Definitely seeing mind games here. Prince of Pentacles. And this is also something that's probably not going to change overnight. I'm just being realistic with y'all. This is probably going to be something that takes... I feel like weeks is even pushing it. I feel like weeks isn't long enough. I feel like that was probably months. For some, maybe you've been going through this for a while. It could have been years in the process. I don't fucking know. But normally Pentacles is the slowest kind of energy to work with in the tarot. So this may take time to really slowly break away. And the fact that you had the Devil show up 3 freaking times is showing that there is some deep roots here. That's something that the book said in The Warrior. I didn't mention it. I didn't write it down, but it did talk about like this situation that you're involved in, where there is conflict, where there is tension. There's some deep freaking roots, and it's very stubborn, or there's this very difficult. It's not so simple to just like resolve. But the best thing that you can do for yourself right now is like really focus on you and your peace, and trying your best to just stay focused on your path and not get sidetracked or distracted. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. So yeah, Knight of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. I see, again, making some changes, some adjustments with who you surround yourself with, your social circle, your close-knit circle. I am also seeing you kind of juggling a few things, trying to balance out quite a few things, but I also am seeing that you're moving towards a time in your life where there will be more joy, there will be more happiness, and there will be more play and pleasure, okay? So yeah, could be a bit of an intense time for y'all, especially because we got that full moon in Sag coming up this month at the end of May. So, you know, all hands on deck. You got some big shit to take care of, Saggy. I'm sending you good vibes. Hang in there. Be patient. Be kind to yourself. I will catch you in your next reading. Let me know if this was helpful or insightful. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you next week, okay? Bye, Saggy.